Boys, what is good? All right, today we got top five beginners base spots, and we're just gonna get right into this. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I made a top five on actual like more end game base spots, but this is where you go before then. Number five, we got this right here. All right, it's kind of like center map. Um, why this spot is in the top five is because it's right between these two metal mountains, right? So early game, one of the most important things is being really close to resources. So you got good metal there, you have great metal here, and then you're still really close to Swamp Cave. You know, if you want to try to lock that down, there's great pace there. And if you can't lock down Swamp, it is right next to this cave. I don't know what you'd call this. We call it like Volcano Cave, kind of, which there's a bunch of bugs in here that you can go and fart chitting with if you want to make paste. The only downside of this, and this is why it's gonna be at number five, is because you know you can walk a Titan into this pretty easy. But you know, if you get cooking fast and you can get your boss fights done, it won't really matter. You know, move into an actual cave and then get a TP up somewhere high and you know shit on the server. So that's why I like this spot. You know, you can expand it pretty big and really good location wise on the map. All right, now on to spot number four. All right, at number four, we got like this snow mountain thing. Look at this. You can kind of like foundy down the whole way. You put your starter right here. A big flaw I've seen a lot of people make with this spot though, is they don't spam beneath. You know, take the time, make a few hundred. You can even make like stone, wood foundations. Get that spam around. You know, that way no one can come and like want a Fortnite up to you, because people have been doing that. You know, early game to people who live here. And again, you're right near metal over by Blue Arm. You got metal around here, a little secluded over in the snow. You're decently close to poly, paste. This spot, I mean, there's a few other like little pillars like this. They're just strong. Very hard to attack someone who's online here early game. And also, you know, there's just good spawns all around in the snow. It's important to get Megatheriums early. You got your Megatheriums all around down here. Everything you really need for boss fights. Good RG spawns. Snow's just really strong overall too. And yeah, you're just close to resources. So that's why this is number four. All these like little snow pillars. I like this one myself, but all of them are pretty good. Now we're gonna shoot right over to number three. At number three, we have the Redwoods tree plat. Look at this. This is something different from ASE. These redwood plants, they're pretty damn strong, right? What they did is really nice. Look at how nice like shit just snaps on these. That's one of the reasons I like fucking love like this kind of base early on. Being able to place turrets beneath and just super weird helps. Another really cool thing you can do, because everything snaps like so clean, you can snap like your tree plats into each other. I didn't like line that one up right, but if you took the time to line it up, then like this one will snap into that one and it's super fucking clean. You're right next to Swamp Cave if you do this one. Kind of pull out where I'm at on the map here. Yeah, if you go to this exact tree plat, this is the one I like. You're right over here next to Swamp, so you can lock Swamp down. There's good metal in the Redwoods, and yeah, I mean we all know Swamp is one of the most important things you can lock down early game, right? There's really good BPs, paste, so I mean you're right here by it, and you know that definitely helps you out. So don't forget though, all these spots, they're pretty strong. The most important thing you can do though is get tech as soon as possible. Like this spot's gonna be really strong, but if another tribe gets tech before you and they have the time to start like fucking around trying to raid people, still you do have, you know, Fear of the Titan here. Now if you only build this top one, it's not as bad, but you know they can like Titan soak you. So you just gotta keep that in mind. Put a bunch of spikes down around this, right? Because Titans take extra damage to spikes, and you are in the Redwoods, so you better have a bunch of Thylas. That's really the only downside of this, but still, these spots are incredibly strong, and you can do some pretty cool things here with this. I mean, also, like, some of these other, you know, spots that are going to be in this top five, you almost have to make, like, a dino pen, you know, like, if you want to, like, keep your shit from being sniped. I mean, like, literally, you can connect these two tree plats, and you have just a perfect area to put all your tames. So, yeah, these tree plats are unique, especially way different than an ASE, and they're pretty strong. All right, boys, spot number two. We got this Iceberg. This Iceberg's actually pretty cracked, right? You have your little starter up here. I think you've seen Goofy Heroes built here. There's a few other big tribes that are built here. They have a bunch of space, which is really nice. One of my favorite things about this Iceberg, though, this is why I'm gonna throw it number 2. It gives you like some versatile. So you want to move into easy or hard. Also, if you're building any of these other spots, you have to like hide your angler around, which isn't ideal. Look at this down in here, right? You have these water pockets, which are so nice. Like, see, I kind of built this one a little bit. Like, you can start raising bays lows really early on. Get your angler in here so it's pretty safe. And now with turrets too, right? Obviously, look, you can just slap these down, which is pretty cool, you know? And still, with just being able to put turrets all over the side, I was just kind of like fucking around with this a little bit. It makes this kind of spot a lot stronger. You know, you're not really accessible by Titan, especially you live up on the top up there. You know, it's a good base spot, and yeah, it's pretty fun to live in too. You know, you're isolated, you're secluded. You're close to good metal over there, over by Blue Wom. You literally are on the poly spawn. That has to be the nicest thing about it. I mean, this spot rivals number 1 all day, you know? So, you know, you could say this is the alpha spot, or you could say number 1. I personally like, you know, what's gonna be next a little bit better, but this is still a great spot. Again, why I like it so much is just because of this water area. You know, everyone pretty much wants to try to move into easy or hard underwater. So it really helps set you up. So, all right, now we're gonna go spot number 1. Number 1, we got Alpha Pillar. Now you can see I got this build on it. This is a build I was just messing around with. You know, people want to see, I'll show like exactly how to build this build. This is an 8x8 on top of here. Why Alpha Pillar is so good is because here it is on the map too if you want to see. Right, really good metal spawns up here. Especially, you know, if you're a dominant tribe, you can pretty much lock this down. There's also decent metal over here on this mountain, but this is the main mountain for metal. You're still center map. Some of the annoying things is, you know, you're a little bit of a fly for like poly, but this spot's just so strong. See how flat it is down here too? It's like ideal for, you know, placing dino gates around this, and gives you that little bit of extra room. And if you are going to become the alpha tribe on your server, no matter what, one day you're going to want this for a TP. So like naturally, you build this as like your starter, right? Without the ceiling on it, you place a few turrets, and then imagine that's like an electrical Jenny. I did tech Jenny just for like single player sake. And then after, you know, you're ready to expand from your little box down here, you build your grind pad right on top with a little initial, like almost top cage on it, and then you can use this bottom to like store your tames so they don't get sniped. Yeah, I mean, literally from here you can move right into a cave. Then you open this up, and this just becomes a really big TP for you. It's strong again though, right? Remember, if you're doing anything in early game, the worst thing I see in any videos of people raiding this spot or a lot of these other spots is they don't take the time to foundation stuff, you know? Even though we're in the early stages of Arc, the players are evolved, you know? Like, people are dropping like primitive Fortnites, you know, with like stone, and it's not that hard, boys, especially with small tribes raids. Take the time to build like 500, 1,000, even a few thousand like stone foundations and place them everywhere, you know? Don't be the tribe that like someone would want to raid. Just, you need to look like so big, or it would be so annoying that's not even worth it, you know? And that gives you hopefully that opportunity to move into caves. But also, if people do want to see, I can make like a video on all the most important things to do within the first like 5 to 6 days to secure your spot as like the alpha tribe, because there's a lot of mistakes people made. There's a lot of mistakes that we made, that, you know, we won't make again, or we wouldn't make next time. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget, you got the shop behind. You know, I think it's pretty cool. Have like some kind of Arc stuff. We know, I know how long we all played this game for, you know. So go down and click the link below, rawsauce.shop. Thanks for watching, guys.